Hello all, 4-Player Squad Gaming here, and this is our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series. It's time to chill out in the icy tundra that is Snowcloak. This level 50 dungeon is part of the main story questline and is unlocked during the quest The Path of the Righteous, and at the time of recording this video, 70 Tomestones of Poetics are awarded upon completion, so wrap up warm for this one and let's dive straight into the guide. We start by making our way through the icy tunnels and upper slope covered in ads. You will also notice a large circular AoE appear. This is a falling icicle and needs to be avoided. The ads here are relatively simple, however most of them do have frontal cone AoEs, so be mindful of this. Keep making your way past the abandoned camps and eventually you'll come across a white bear guarding the gate. Simply kill this bear, pick up the tiny key and unlock the gate to progress forward. The next enclosed area is blocked by a snowdrift. Simply kill the ads and once the ice bomb has been downed, the way will open up. Proceed towards the first boss fight. Wandil is our first boss. We can start this fight as normal with the tank gaining enmity and facing it away from the party. This is a tank and spankable boss that just needs to be burned down, however there is an interesting mechanic to watch out for. Throughout the fight, Wandil will use abilities that will add a stacking frozen debuff on the party members. Once this stack reaches 4, you'll be frozen solid and unable to move for 10 seconds. Our aim here is to obviously avoid being frozen, so we need to dodge any AoE circles that are formed and kill the ice bombs as soon as they appear. If they are left to explode, this will add a stack of frozen. Towards the end of the fight area will decrease and an icy ring will appear around the edge. Standing in this will slowly add stacks of frozen, so aim to stay in the safer middle area. This is annoying, however all it really does is decrease your fight area. Keep burning the boss and before long you'll be on your way. Pick up your loot and head out of the caves. This next area is littered with icy nasties. We need to progress over the snowy walkways and watch out for the falling goo views. There are blizzards throughout this area that will debuff any party member stood in them with frostbite, increasing damage received. They will not blow you off, as you would be led to believe, and quite frankly this is a little disappointing. Anyway, it is recommended to pull the groups of ads through the blizzard and kill them in a safer unaffected area. Keep making your way up the hill and avoiding the blizzard zones when necessary, and be mindful not to pull too many ads here. Once they are all clear, the large snowdrift will melt away and open up the path towards the second boss fight. Yeti is our second boss, and finally, could it even be a snowfilled dungeon without a Yeti? We can start this fight as normal with the tank gaining enmity and facing it away from the party. This encounter has a great mechanic, and a snowball fight is exactly what we needed. Periodically throughout the fight, Yeti will use frozen mist. This frontal cone AoE needs to be avoided by the party but should be aimed towards any of the ads that spawn. The Spriggan here will act as our main source of damage towards Yeti. Once they are hit by frozen mist, they will turn into a snowball, and each time they are hit, the snowball will increase in size. Our aim is to damage Yeti with the snowballs by attacking them whilst in line of sight with Yeti. The larger the snowball, the higher the damage. They are also necessary to interrupt a large area-wide AoE, Northerlies, from Yeti that causes incredibly high damage. We need to kill any frostbound ad that spawns, as they will be going around destroying our snowballs. At least he isn't turning them yellow. Keep pelting the Yeti with the snowballs and you can deal normal damage to him also, however this is reduced and would take a seriously long time. Well done for winning the snowball fight. Pick up your loot and proceed. Make your way back into the snow caves and kill the ads you come across. Be mindful of the AoE circles here, and eventually you will reach a large ice wall. This area acts as a mini gauntlet. Keep killing the ads that burst their way out of their icy tombs and drop off the higher ledges. Eventually you'll have to kill Snowcloaks, and as with every Cyclops in this game, be careful of the swipes and swings, dealing usually large damage. Once it is down, the path will open up and you can clear the Dove Avises and the Cherry Harriers you come across. The tip here is to stun the Harriers out of Blood of the Dragon before it completes. This will stop them transforming into an Avis and dealing more damage. Once the final group of ads are cleared, pick up the apostate's finger, unlock the gate and head on through towards the final boss fight. Enjoy the short cutscene. Fenrir is our final boss, and we welcome this fan favourite into the game. We can start this fight as normal with the tank gaining enmity and facing it away from the party. Fenrir has a nasty frontal elemental cleave and the rest of the party should stay behind Fenrir to avoid this. This fight is relatively simple. We need to avoid the circular AoEs that drop icicles and then keep mobile to avoid the column AoEs from 2 of the dropped icicles. One will be left behind and then we'll have a point blank AoE circle that should be avoided. Throughout the fight, Fenrir will use 1000 Year Storm, dealing area wide damage, however this damage is minimal. The next time the icicles fall, they will follow the same AoE pattern, however Fenrir will start to cast Lunar Cry. This area-wide ability needs to be dodged by hiding behind the remaining icicle and being out of line of sight of Fenrir. Failure to do this will freeze the player and debuff them with a vulnerability up debuff and cause some damage. If any of the party is frozen, Fenrir will dive onto the player and cause up to 80% of max health damage, so it can't be stressed enough how much this needs to be avoided. This danger continues as the remaining AoE circle from the icicle and 1000-year storm will cause significantly higher damage, so aim to hide behind the icicle early in the cast of Lunar Cry and avoid being wiped. These mechanics repeat with Lunar Cry being cast every other icicle drop, so keep burning down Fenrir and before long you will have completed the duty. And there you have it, Snowcloak is complete. Remember to commemorate the player you believe deserves it most and pick up your loot. We give this dungeon a difficulty rating 2 out of 5 swords. Though some of the fights include interesting mechanics, the bosses are relatively simple and some of the mechanics can be ignored altogether. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and if you believe I've missed anything or if you have suggestions then please let me know below. We are 4Player Squad Gaming, thanks for watching.